Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So, I got my Fender Deluxe amp back. Tim from American Guitar Boutique fixed it. It had a broken receptacle on the original power cord, power cable. So I still had the original power cable, just a new end on it, and you put a really nice end on it. And it's working great. Now, there's still a leaky cap, we think, in the vibrato section, but I just pulled the plug on that one. There's a 12AX7 that powers this side of the amp, and I just pulled it. So we'll experiment with just the normal channels today. Then when I get this side of it fixed, I'll figure out which cap it is, replace that. Once I get that fixed, we could do a little comparison between the tremolo from the 18 watt and the vibrato from the Fender Deluxe. Actually, at first I thought the Fender sounded so much better, but I really like the 18 watt circuit's trem. But nothing for me beats the clean tone on this. I freaking love it. So what I was going to do is just play all these guitars in separate videos, just have a video for each guitar. So if you wanted to see what it sounds like with a Les Paul, if you wanted to see what it sounds like with a Schecter with humbuckers in it, if you want to see what it sounds like with P94s, if you want to see what it sounds like with Squier, which would be ceramic pickups, or what it sounds like with a Strat with Alnico 5 pickups. So a lot of different choices. So I was just going to go through and play the Limbus Strat on this video, and then on the other videos, you know, the other guitars will be featured. So I'm excited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Limbus Strat, and I'm going to be plugging directly in. I won't use pedals. Not that I'm against pedals. I'm actually getting into pedals again. I'll do a demo on my BYOC Fuzz and my BYOC Distortion Plus. And I'm getting the Carl Martin Headroom Reverb pedal. That should be here really soon. Santa's bringing that. So as soon as I get it, I will connect it to here, and we'll do a video about that. And I'm also going to do some demos with those pedals, because I don't even remember what they sound like. So I want to see if I could create an amplifier that I could take to a show. I wouldn't have to roll in the 4x12 because a lot of times I get told to turn down. And mainly I play in small clubs up to theaters. But I don't know what's going to happen now. And all of the shows I played in 2018 and 19 were at clubs, small clubs. And so most of the time when you get on the stage, you know, they want you to turn down. This is only 18 watts, but because I have it in a 4x12 sealed cabinet, it's pretty loud. And to get it to sound the way I want it to sound, it has to be turned all the way up. So this one, I can dime this one and crank it and get a very similar dirty tone, and then roll it off and get a really beautiful clean tone. This one doesn't clean up like that. This one is pretty much, you know, it's a distortion machine. Even the clean on it, like if you roll it down to 3, 4, 5, 6, it's dirty clean. You know, and then you turn it up and it just gets, This one will get, you know, nasty, but because it has a bigger bottle tube, it's got the 6V6 as opposed to the L84 that's in this one, the little small bottle tube. This one has a rounder sound. It takes longer to distort, and but man, the distortion is sweet on it. And if you want more distortion, like if you want just natural distortion coming from the Fender, the best way to get it is to lift your pickups as high as you can and then just dime it, you know, just turn it all the way up. And the other thing that I think makes a big difference is getting an old Jensen Alnico speaker. This is a P12Q in here from '61, and those break up faster than the ceramic drivers do, like the original Oxford, the original Utah, whatever Fender put in. This one I think came with a Utah. I thought it was an Oxford, but it's over at a storage space. I need to get it out. And I'll do a video where I reinstall the original Utah, which is a ceramic speaker, and then we'll compare the tone between that and the Alnico. Because I really like the original tone. It has a little more forward. It's a little more barky and forward with the ceramic driver. But there was some kind of sweetness that happens with this P12Q with the Alnico. I just can't remember what the ceramic sounds like. And when I pulled the tube on the vibrato side, where we have a leaky cap and issues, because there was a lot of like vibrato noise kind of coming over into the normal channel, these two channels. And the second one is a little milder. I think it has an AT7 or an AU7 in there. I believe that makes that the quiet channel, like the cleaner channel. And number one is the higher gain channel. That's a 12AX7 on one side of it. It might be sharing, I think it's sharing two sides of the 12AX7. I forgot. Somebody who knows these circuits I should go and look it up and and let you know. But this thing is beautiful, and I'm just so glad to have it back. And like I said, if I had my fuzz pedal, my distortion plus, that reverb unit, I actually have like a little small pedal rig, and I could take this baby out. I can carry this with this guitar, you know, over my shoulder, and a little pedal rig like in a briefcase, and off and running. Whereas this, you know, you got to roll the whole baby in. And people get scared when they see this thing rolling up. This you know, the 4x12. It's scary in today's world. We're all used to these little tiny things, and I come rolling in with this, you know, just at least give me some room. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's rock this thing. So I'm using a proper microphone. I've got the AKG P220 large diaphragm condenser mic, and I've got my measuring stick here where I measure. And it's a little under 8 inches. It's like 7.5 inches out. Not really for any reason, just seems to sound good when it's about 8 inches out. Could try moving it in closer, but I don't want to overload the mic, and I was getting some pretty good levels over here on the Zoom. So I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to try to plow through this. Starting now, it's going to just be the sound of the guitar. I'm going to try to stop talking as much, and what I'll do is I'm going to start on the bridge pickup. Tone doesn't really happen in the bridge pickup, so that doesn't make a difference. And we'll play it like on 3 or 4, 5-ish, and then I'll crank it all the way up and show you what it can do as far as like just natural dirt, you know, if you wanted to play a show and you need natural distortion. So no pedals. We're coming out of a Northeast cable, which I love these cables, and I'm having trouble finding them. I hope they're still in business. So this Northeast cable goes from here into normal 1, and let's see, do I have standby on? I bet I do. Yeah. So I had standby on. No, I just turned the amp on. Sorry. There. Okay, I can hear it. All right, so just going to play through a few things. This is like the sort of clean tone that you get out of it. All right, now I'll turn it up. That was on 3. Oh, and okay, let's see. I have the treble on about 2.5 and the bass on about 4.5. This amp is really bright, so you have to be careful with the treble, and it makes a lot of bass. This tone stack is very responsive. Now, unlike this one, it's like sort of sounds what it sounds like, and you roll the tone, you know, one way or the other, usually all the way up or midway. Unless I'm playing this guitar, then I roll it back a little. But here, these really make a huge difference. So you can really get tone shaping with this tone stack. Okay, so now we heard that. Let's just hear it one more time to refresh our ears, and then I'll turn it up. Tune. Hopefully it's not killing your ears. Alright, so now I'm going to move it up to, let's say, I'll just put it on 5. 5. So that's a little louder. That's like 5. All right, let's go up to 7. 7. Yeah, like right at 7. Now we're pushing it a little harder. I think I remember reading Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick settings on this. This is his amp, and I think he was on 7. I can't remember. But 7's a nice number for this amp as far as the volume goes. Sounds fantastic. So you can hear it getting a little dirtier amidst all that kind of shimmer. Now this is what I would probably do live, you know, something like this, pretty, you know, loud. Sounds wonderful. Okay, so now let's try some single note stuff, and I'll try to move up and down the pickup. So that was in the bridge. I'll move it into the next position, combining the bridge and the middle pickup. Yeah, I'll keep it on kind of dimed, and we'll try this top pickup. I'll try the middle one real quick, and I'll mess around with the tones a little bit. So listen here, I'll just do a same thing. Here's with the tone rolled off. Pickup. Very thick. So in the neck pickup, I'll do the little single notes. So I'm going to go to the middle, roll the tone off, see how that sounds. gorgeous. Real quick, let me check. Let me check the quieter, like number 2 channel. So just cleaner, really clean. Number 2 channel is really nice. It's super clean. So if you wanted to use it as a clean amp, boy, this would be the setting. Let's try it in the up here in the neck pickup. Wow, I think that sounds fantastic. Okay, so that's the Fender Deluxe plugged straight in, black Limbus Stratocaster. This has a roasted maple neck. It's a 12-inch radius with 11 through 52 NYXL strings on it. The pickups are Alnico 5, going directly into both channel 1 and 2. So next I'm going to plug in, shoot, I don't know which one I'll plug in. Maybe I'll go with the Les Paul because I think that's the biggest contrast between the two guitars. So next video will be the Les Paul. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you next time.